Welcome back, grade 6 through 8 champions. I am absolutely pumped to have you here for today's explainer. We're continuing our journey on the scholar's path to mastery, and today we are tackling part 3B of the Corpus Root Mastery course. Now, you probably already know this, but if you want to become a true spelling bee champion, you need way more than just a good memory. You need systems. And today, we're going to lock this specific root into your brain so securely, you'll literally never second-guess it up on stage. Here is our roadmap for today. 1. Unlocking 10 memory tricks. 2. Practice sentences in action. 3. Champion speller insights. And 4. The Part 3B final review. Okay, let's dive into this and map out exactly how we're going to make this root absolutely unforgettable. Section 1. Unlocking 10 memory tricks. Great spellers don't just stare at a page and memorize random strings of letters. Honestly, that's the hard way. Elite spellers create vivid, colorful, and sometimes downright weird mental pictures that stick in their minds forever. So our very first memory trick is the foundation for everything we're doing today, the giant golden body. I want you to close your eyes for just a second. Imagine a massive, giant golden statue shaped like a person. Across its chest, in bright neon lights, is written "Corpus equals body." Every single word we learn today grows out of this golden statue, like glowing branches. It all connects back to a body, a group, a collection, or a whole. Whenever you see corp, picture this golden body first. Now let's branch out a bit. Trick 2 is the living library. Picture thousands of books flying together to form one giant moving book, a corpus, a writing. That's a collection or a whole body of texts. Trick 3, the puzzle company. Imagine hundreds of smiling puzzle pieces locking together to form a corporation. It's literally a body of people working together. For trick 4, check out the large word up there, corpuscle. Picture tiny, cheerful red blood cells waving as they float through a river. The suffix "cul" means small, so a corpuscle is, quite literally, a little body. And trick 5 is the ghost. Imagine a glowing, friendly ghost that has absolutely no physical form. See the word incorporeal? The prefix "in" means not, so incorporeal means not having a physical body. No body at all. Moving right along to trick 6, the team march. Picture astronauts, doctors, and firefighters all marching together as one highly organized corpse. That's a body of people working together. And definitely remember to pronounce it core. Those P and S letters are totally silent. Trick 7, picture thousands of glowing law books merging into one giant book. That's a corpus juris, literally a body of laws. Trick 8 is kind of similar, but it's a corpus of knowledge, a whole complete collection of information from science, history, you name it. And trick 9, the friendly giant. Imagine a large, super kind cartoon bear wearing a really sharp suit. He introduces himself by saying, "I am corpulent." Corpulent just describes someone having a very large body. Finally, trick 10 is our word detective formula. When you see corp tucked inside any word, I want you to immediately ask yourself, what body, group, collection, or whole is this talking about? Let's take what I like to call a thinker's pause. Here's a mini challenge for you. Can you quickly bring up those mental pictures for corpus, corporation, corpuscle, incorporeal, and corpse? Take a second. Okay, hold those images in your mind. The stronger your image is, the longer you'll remember the word. Section 2, practice sentences in action. And this brilliantly illustrates our next step. We have all these wonderful mental images floating around, but now we really need to see how these words function out in the wild, in actual real-world sentences. Notice how every single bolded word here connects directly back to our golden rule: a body, a group, a collection, or a whole. In sentence 1, a corpus of research means a whole collection. In sentence 3, a corporation is just a group acting as one single body. Sentence 5, humans have a corporeal existence. That just means we have a physical body. And right below it, sentence 6, the magical spirit was incorporeal, so no physical body. Now look at sentence 7, tiny red corpuscles. Those are little bodies. Every single time, the root is doing the heavy lifting to tell you the meaning. Let's keep going. Sentence 9, joining the Peace Corps. We know that's a group of people. Look at sentences 11 and 12. These are standard legal terms. Lawyers study a corpus juris, a body of law, and judges issue habeas corpus, which literally demands that the physical body of a person be brought into court. Sentence 13 talks about an author's complete corpus of 50 novels. That's a whole collection. Honestly, whether we are in a serious courtroom, a quiet library, or looking at a corpulent king with a large body in a fairy tale, that exact same root is the star of the show. Let's draw our attention specifically to sentence 20, compared to digital corpora. Now, corpora is the plural of corpus, so when you have more than one collection, you have corpora. And look at sentence 25. Championship spellers recognize corp words. Guys, this is exactly how the elite spellers do it. They don't try to memorize 25 random isolated sentences, they just recognize the pattern. They see CORP and immediately, instinctively know they are dealing with a body, a group, a collection, or a whole. Time for another quick check-in. I'll give you a few seconds to run that word detective formula in your head for these questions. Give it a try. Okay, did you spot the clues? Always ask yourself, is this word functioning as a body, a group, a collection, or a whole? It's kind of like having a spelling bee cheat code. Section 3. Champion Speller Insights. Speaking of cheat codes, let's step into the minds of the greats. What actually separates national spelling bee champions from ordinary learners? It's simple, really. Ordinary learners panic at long, scary-looking words. Champions don't panic. They look for patterns. Now, what's really interesting here is strategy 1. When a champion hears a massive word like incorporeality, they don't freeze up. They scan it for a root. Boom, there's corp right in the middle. Instantly, they know this word relates to a body. Strategy 3 lets you predict meanings on the fly. You know, corp means body or corporation, and crisi means rule, right? So corporocracy must mean rule by corporations. And strategy 5 is a massive time saver. Don't learn corporate, incorporate, and corporation as single, separate words. Learn the corp family, and you've just unlocked dozens of words all at once. Let's look closely at strategy 2, which is breaking the word apart. I like to think of a word as magical glowing puzzle blocks. Take extracorporeal. Your first block is the prefix extra, which means outside. Your second block is the root corpore, meaning body. And the third block is the suffix al, which means relating to. So the crucial point is that when you push those blocks together, extracorporeal literally means relating to something outside the body. Do you see how simple a long word actually is when you just dismantle it? Champions also rely heavily on history and literal meanings. Strategy 6 tells us to use etymology. Ever wonder why the P and S are silent in corpse? Because it simply keeps its original French spelling and pronunciation. Knowing that history builds a bridge right over those tricky silent letters. Strategy 7 is thinking in literal meanings. The word corporation literally translates to a body formed together. Understanding that original, literal idea makes remembering the modern business meaning so much easier. Let's finish up these insights. Strategy 8. Build a glowing mental connection web. If you already know body and corpus, then a word like corporality isn't a total stranger, it's just a cousin. Strategy 9. Pause before guessing. In a B, you have time. Take a few precious seconds to analyze the root, the prefix, the suffix, and the language of origin. And strategy 10. Think like a word detective. Ask yourself how the meaning changed over time and what spelling pattern it follows. Those questions turn terrifying words into totally solvable puzzles. Section 4, Part 3B, Final Review. We've covered a tremendous amount of ground on the Scholar's Path today, from giant golden statues to breaking down massive vocabulary puzzle blocks. So let's bring all this training together. Here are the absolutely crucial ideas you need to walk away with today. First, the core rule, forever and always. Corpus equals body, group, collection, or whole. Remember that strong mental pictures, like the floating ghost for incorporeal or the little red cells for corpuscles, are what truly lock in your vocabulary. We've seen through our practice sentences how these words pop up in everything from law to literature to science. And most importantly, we learned that elite spellers analyze by breaking words down into prefix, root, and suffix. Relying on the corpus family lets you decode basically any word thrown at you with total confidence. So, I leave you with this final provocative thought. Are you ready to step up and become a true word detective? Because in the upcoming Part 3C Championship Challenge, you are going to encounter entirely unfamiliar corpus family words that will test absolutely everything we've built today. Will your mental images be strong enough to solve the puzzle? Keep practicing, keep picturing that giant golden body, and I will see you in the challenge.